welcome to It Takes Two, the game where every answer is a number, and they always average out in the end. And you got to excuse me with these eyeglasses. I have a little trouble with my vision lately. I'm seeing double all the time. Every now and again, I turn around and I'll see two of something and two of... It's happening again. It's happening. No, I know these. Welcome, ladies. Nice to have you here. These are the stars of the television series Sister, Tia and Tamara. And you are the Maoris.
Hello, Mr. Clark.
It's nice to have you here. I want to find out who's older in a little bit. Now, couples, here is your first question. There are 260 million people in the United States, but how many sets of twins are there? How many sets of twins? And these are the couples who are going to play the game today, ladies. Separate, if you will, please. Don't look at one another back to back. And you're going to be answering that question independent of one another. The average will come up here and get the answers together, and the couples who come the closest will be considered the correct answer, whether it's higher or lower. Tia and Tamara. Tia and Tamara. All right, who is older?
I am.
All right, hold on. We're going to come back in a second. Don't go away. We'll be right back.
And now, here's the man who has all the numbers.
Thank you, Bert, very much. I'm back with the Maori twins from TV Sister and Sister, and a moment ago I asked the question, but is it fun being twins, really?
Oh, yes.
Is there any bad side of it?
Not really, not in our case.
How come you don't dress alike? Is that the thing you don't do?
Well, no, we dressed alike all the way up till we were 17, and we're 18 now.
Oh, you're getting...
We think it's cool. Yeah.
You're getting on in years, I can tell. It was a vintage year, I remember it well. How many sets of twins are there in the United States? That's the question I asked. They have written down their answers here. Let's see what their averages are. Cristina and Carla, you are sisters?
Yes.
Who's the lawyer?
I am.
All right, let's see if the sisters agree. Cristina, what did you say for an answer?
I said 50 million.
50 million?
No. Is that too much?
It's about half the population. I think you're a little over. Carla, what did you say?
Well, I said 11 million.
Ladies, we don't have enough zeros on the board. If there were 30,500,000 twins in this country, you'd go berserk. You'd be seeing double all the time. Bert and Bernie, how long have you been friends?
Let's see, 3 years.
Oh, you had an answer up there.
Yes,
what was
I
it,
did.
Bert?
80,000.
80,000. That sounds a little more.
I vaguely remember reading it once every 720 births, but I think...
See, he's got a reason. Bernie, how many?
He's very conservative, so I wanted to average it out. I have 2 million.
2 million, all right. The average then between the two of you is 1,040,000. Carol and Dennis, these are married people. They've got 6 kids. I'm going to get advice from you later on, Carol, but how many twins are there in the United States?
I said 3 million.
You people are very, very unusual. I swear they can't be 30 million for sure. Dennis?
Well, I'm very conservative. I went with 50,000.
You and I are on the page, I think. I'm going to go with you. 1,525,000. Ladies, you have the answer in your hot little hand.
Yes.
Pass it over yonder. Wait a minute, I got to see this. I can't believe this. You looked, didn't you? There are 3 million twins in the United States. Carol and Dennis, congratulations. You were off a bit, but you won $100. Bert and Bernie, you were off a bit. You won $50. Ladies, thank you so very, very much. Nice to have you. Please, come back. Thank you. Tia and Tamara, the Maoris. Now remember, the winning team takes their money home, and they'll play our brain teaser finale, and they'll have a chance of winning our grand prize. The first team that hits the number right on the nose, you're going to hear this. Yeah, that means that there's a special prize on the way, and Burton, tell our players about it.
It's the Yamaha Wave Runner 3, the best-selling 3-passenger watercraft. Quality and reliability add up to fun for everybody. Nothing else is a Wave Runner. Yamaha, all compliments of It Takes Two.
All right, Burton, thank you very much. Now, listen carefully. Let me see if I can hear anything. Can I have a little taste of this? The touch in the background?
Until the beat, y'all, and you don't stop.
I'm hearing it. What you hear is the music phenomenon of the 20th century. It's called
Like a
rapping.
doctor.
The man doing the rapping is a superstar. Last year, he won a Grammy Award. He was a nominee, and he won the Soul Train Music Award winner. This is Cool Mo D. How do you do, sir? Now, first of all, what are you saying in your music?
In general, I'm kind of like a warrior for peace. I've chosen the hard path in rap. I try to raise the consciousness of the crowd that listens to me.
A lot of people have been critical, but you're taking the high road. I congratulate you, by the way, for recording the charity record, Self-Destruction, by the Stop the Violence movement. We're all in favor of that. Now, definitely. Give me just a little sample. I want to see how fast you're going to do this, because this is the basis of our question. Just anything. Just
Well, I can do it real fast. I go to work like a doctor. When I rock the mic, you got to like the way I operate.
Wait, whoa. So that they can make a judgment call about what's the speed you're going to use.
I go to work like a doctor.
All right.
When I rock the mic,
Mo D is one of the best in the business. We're going to turn him loose here and do what he does best. I want you to predict how many words he'll rap during the commercial break, and our proctor will be counting every single word. Where are you, proctor? Over here?
Right
Got your clock in hand. Snuggle up close. Keep track here. Now, while he raps, we're going to get started right now, and you can start thinking about it. Predict here. Go, sir, right now.
I go to work like a doctor.
All right, couple
When I
separate.
rock the
Write down the number of words you think Cool Mo D will rap, and if Cool Mo D continues to do it, we'll take this short break. Yeah!
And I float, all through me. I got the potential to make it go shit. And I got the credential, that is the weekend shit, to make a right shit. Then you know I do it still. Make a couple of millions. I build up here. Can I take a look at me, 'cause my right hand now is my microphone and the microphone that I own. I'm not going to keep it.
He's rapping there, counting. Welcome back to Take Two. Now, Cool Mo D, you may stop right now, sir. Whoa! There you go. Thank you ever so much. A little round of applause, sir. Thank you very much. Now, let's see which of our couple's predictions is closest to the actual number of words Cool Mo D rapped. Now, the answer to this question is worth $200, $100 to the runner-up team. Cristina, what do you think he did?
I said 160.
Carla, what was your guess?
I also said 160.
Wow, that rarely ever happens. I have the average immediately. Bert and Bernie, what do you say?
I said 1,400.
1,400 on one side. Bernie, what was your guess?
I said 700, Dick.
700, all right, about half that, and it comes out to 1,050. Carol, one word of advice before you turn it over. You got these 6 kids. What do you advise me about raising kids?
I have a whole lot of patience.
All right, fair enough. It's apropos to this because a lot of moms and dads are not too sympathetic to the current music of the day. How many words did he rap?
I said 250.
250. Dennis?
I said 750.
All right, and the average is?
790.
790. I beg your pardon. I can't read it from here. I'm sorry. 520. So 520, 1,050, 160. I need an answer from somebody. If they would just bring it forward. Is there anybody there? Holler out. Proctor, are you there? Over here. Oh, he's doing. Wait. Oh, you frightened me. Cool. May I have that from you, sir? Thank you. I'm looking over here. I'm looking. This is what's called magician's deception. They always call your attention to the other side. And boom, he came out the other side. All right, here we go. The actual count is 273. Congratulations to Cristina and Carla. You came the closest. And Carol and Dennis, you picked up the second runner-up money. Cool, thank you ever so much. Nice to have you. Continue the good work. Thank you. Cool Mo D, ladies and gentlemen. Now, our next guest has really carved out sort of a very special niche of her own in television land and the world of entertainment. You've seen her as the stepmom to Robbie, Chip, and Ernie, and the wife of Stephen Douglas in the television series My Three Sons. And currently, she's the mother of Lois Lane on the popular Lois and Clark, The New Adventures of Superman. She is also the owner, and I see this all the time. I drive by and look and say, wow, she owns Beverly Garland's Holiday Inn. Say hello to Miss Beverly Garland. Hey, Beverly. It's nice to see you.
My darling.
This is a silly question, but how does you've been everybody's mom for years?
Yes, I have.
How does it feel to be Superman's mother-in-law?
Well, I'm just waiting for him to take me flying.
No, don't wait. No,
No, you don't think so?
On a more serious note, I really... often wondered, your name is on the hotel.
Isn't that wonderful? My husband put my name up there. I can't believe it. It's
How
wonderful.
did you get in the hotel?
Well, you know, it's so funny. My husband's name is Fillmore.
Yeah.
He bought this beautiful piece of property 1 block west of Universal City, and he was going to build an apartment house. And somebody said, you know, Fillmore, it's so easy. You ought to build a hotel. He said, oh, I don't know anything about running a hotel. He said, oh, all you do is hire a manager, collect your coupons, go to Europe, and live happily ever after. Fillmore came home, and he told me that. I said, don't pass go, don't collect $200. Do that immediately.
And he put your name on it, and now you got to
25 years later.
Open up the curtain here, because you brought a little part of it with us.
I did.
Now, you step back and instruct the ladies, and let me tell the audience what's going to happen. We're going to find out a little bit about how many times they can do and undo, make and unmake the beds here. Imagine in the hundreds and thousands of hotels all over the country, how quickly they do it. Let's see how many times Beverly's room attendants will be able to make and unmake the beds on our stage. Now, later on in the show, I'll be asking you to write down your answers. And if the room attendants are ready, you may start right now. Beverly, tell them to go. Here we go, and we'll be back right after this. Welcome back to It Takes Two. Before we go any further, let's drop in and see how they're doing. Yeah, they know what they're doing. That took me for hours. A bed maker in college, and I'm going to tell you. Now, what I am holding in my hand right here is one of the most successful publications in America. It is a magazine called Soap Opera Digest, and it's filled with fascinating stories and tons of pictures and all that good stuff. And it's run by a very bright and enterprising woman. Let me say hello to one of the women who's responsible for its success, Carolyn Hinsey. Carolyn, nice to have you here. Oh, you brought your own copy.
Yeah, I got my own.
I got mine? Oh, yes. It's a different issue. All right. There you go.
They both have J. Eddie on it.
Now, step over here for a second.
Okay.
You know everything at all there is to know
Everything
about
there
this.
is to know.
Why are soaps so successful? What's the key ingredient in 2 or 3 words?
They're exciting, passionate, and they never end.
Do you have a favorite actor or actress?
Oh, I have many favorite actors,
You pick
but
one?
J. Eddie Peck on Young and Restless is certainly one of my favorites. He plays Cole.
All right. Can I bring him out here?
Wouldn't that be nice?
All right. Would you come by, sir? And the most beautiful people in the world. Very nice to have you. Thank you, sir. Nice to have you. Now, you play, what's it, Cole Howard?
Very good.
Cole
On the Young and Restless?
Yes, sir.
I have my notes here. I used to write these things down in the palm of my hand, but I do remember. Now, what kind of a guy is he?
Well, actually, Cole is, he's a writer.
Yeah.
He's a very nice, likable guy who, I like to think of him as the philosopher of the show. He kind of gives advice to people, and he's very passionate about what he believes in, whether it's his wife or his girlfriend or
Right.
You know what's
whatever
so
it is.
Very
fabulous?
busy.
You live in a fantasy world, and you bring it all to life. Everything we read about is right. You bring him right here, live and in person.
We try.
Now, this is the point of all of this. There are currently 11 soap operas on television today. Your question, folks, is, aha, you were wondering what I was going to say. How many daytime television soap operas have been on television since Search for Tomorrow premiered on September 3rd of 1951? Think about that. Separate, back to back. Been a lot of them. Remember, the team close to the actual number will win $300. The runner-up will get $150. Write them down as quickly as you can. Cristina, I'm waiting on you. Carla, I can't. Time is running closely here. And here we go. You brought the hot little answer in your hand. Hold on to that.
Straight from the office.
All right, don't let it get by you. Cristina, as soon as you can pop it in there, flip it over and give me your guesstimate, okay?
My guesstimate is 38.
Oh, no.
No?
There's got to be more. Carla, what did you say?
I said 66.
That's a little bit better. All right, and the average is
I watch a lot of
52.
TV.
Bert, how many soaps? 800?
45 years?
Whoa!
20 a year?
Hey, it's possible. It all started back in radio, but we're strictly talking television this time. Bernie?
320, Dick.
320, all right, and the average for you guys is 560. Carol, how many soaps?
I was very conservative. I said 21.
21 altogether. Dennis, what was your answer, sir?
I went with 50.
50. All right, we have all over the map here. 36, 560, and 52. And the real answer is 75. Wow. I would have thought there were more. Cristina and Carla, congratulations. You've won $300. Now, couples, And let's see, Carol and Dennis, you pick up the runner-up money, so good luck to you too, and congratulations. Here's the second question worth $400. Every day, 13 million people watch you folks perform on television, watch their favorite soap operas, and many of them buy Soap Opera Digest for obvious reasons. So, here is your question. How many issues of Soap Opera Digest were sold in 1996? Couples, separate. Write down your answers. How many copies of Soap Opera Digest were sold in 1996? As quickly as you can. I need an answer. And you're guessing. Eddie is guessing. Don't verbalize it.
No way.
No, but I think you may be surprised at the answer. Carl is in, Bert's in, Bernie's in. Carol and Dennis getting in there closely as quickly as you can. Pop it in. And Cristina?
I'm always the last one.
Yes, you're a slow writer. Flip it over and give me your answer. It is how many? 2 million.
2 million.
All right, Carla?
52 million.
52 million. Boy, you talk about a divergence of opinion there. It's 27 million. Bert, how many?
3 million.
3 million. And Bernie?
35 million.
35 million, all right. And that rounds out to 19 million. Hey, they've been friends for years. They can argue a lot. Carol and Dennis, how do you agree or disagree? Carol?
8 million.
8 million. And Dennis?
13 million.
13 million. And Carolyn, I need the answer. I can't believe this. Here we go. 38,253,471. All right. And that means that Cristina and Carla have won $400. Bert and Bernie pick up $300. Carolyn, Kinsey, and J. Eddie, thank you, sir, very much. Nice to have you here. Thank you, Eddie, very much. Appreciate your visiting. Now, when we come back, we'll find out who wins our game and who goes on to the Brain Teaser finale. Let's check in on the room attendants. Oh, they're still working. They're making and unmaking. We'll be right back. Oh, feverishly working. We're into the home stretch. Welcome back to It Takes Two, and it's time to find out how many beds our room attendants were able to make and unmake. Ladies, you can stop now. Stop. All right. Beverly's room attendants were changing beds for a total of 14 minutes. 14 minutes. Teams, separate and quickly write down your guess as to how many beds they were able to make and unmake. The team that comes the closest to the correct number wins $1,000 and the game for sure. Christina's got her answer. Carla's put hers in there. Bert is working on his. Bernie is, and Carol and Dennis are aboard, all right? Christina, once again, how many beds do they make and unmake?
56?
56. Carla?
11.
Oh, they must have made more than that. The average is 34. Bert, what did you think?
26.
26. Bernie, you a bet-making expert here?
Yeah, I slept on it. It's 24, Dick.
24. Well, that averages easily. It comes out to 25. Carol and Dennis. Carol first.
23?
Everybody's agreeing here. Dennis?
18.
This is going to be a close call. 18. The average is 21. Then we have 25. Then we have the ladies on the end with 34. And could I get our people back out here? Let's see, anybody. Here. Oh, you've been over there, Beverly. I forgot you were...
Lourdes and Roseanne, I'm the best
Lourdes
people.
and Roseanne?
Yes, the
Thank
best.
them, please.
Yes, I will.
The number of beds is 50. Congratulations. All right. Cristina and Carla, they have won. Very nicely done. Put you over the top. Congratulations. Ladies and gentlemen, please thank my head person who instructed. They did all the work. Beverly Garland. Thank you. Thank you, Beverly. All right, now, we're going to go into the Brain Teaser bonus round. Sit right here, my dear. It's all right. Make yourself... We can't get you out. I'll find a way. Now, they've been given a hint as to what's to come. All they have to do is come close to the correct answer, and if they could do, they're going to win this prize. Burton?
Enjoy America's spectacular Southwest for a week-long vacation at the Radisson Hotel Santa Fe. Escape to a city famous for great shopping, beautiful scenery, captivating arts, and fascinating history. The Radisson Hotel Santa Fe. And It Takes Two travel arrangements provided by America West and Travel Savers, the nation's leading chain of independent travel agencies. Over 2,000 locations nationwide. Travel Savers, 800-726-SAVE. All compliments of It Takes Two.
All right, Cristina and Carla, if you remember when I was talking about Soap Opera Digest and the stars who appear in this magazine, I've got a teaser question for you now. How many pictures of soap stars are in the magazine I am holding? I'll give you a little bit of a hint here just by fanning the pages. There are a lot of them there. You can count them as I flip the pages, of course. All right, write down your answer right now, or you don't even have to write it down. You just call it out. Do you have any idea at all, Cristina?
I say 138.
138. Carla, how many?
38.
The average is coming up here. Would you folks bring in the answer as quickly as you can? The average is 88. Now, this is the fun part. We're going to see what happens. Carolyn, you've got it here. If the number on this card is between 68 and 108, they're going to win the bonus prize. It is 171. You don't win the prize, but you won a ton of... No, it's not.
Sorry.
It's not that bad. They've won a lot of good things.
Okay,
Burton, tell them about it, if you will, please.
Well, congratulations to our winners who have won $1,900 and the Broyhill difference. Bunk beds and dressers solidly built. Oak finish in line with today's moods any way you look at it. Broyhill and Harvard's Serious Play mobile basketball system. Now basketball can be portable even for the serious player. The Serious Play mobile system from Harvard. All compliments of It Takes Two.
Congratulations, Ryan. You've done very well. Thank you very much. Hey, remember, it takes all of you to play It Takes Two. We'll see you the next time. The big clock.
Some of today's contestants on It Takes Two will receive DeLonghi's fine quality Airstream convection toaster oven. Superior performance of convection cooking in a compact countertop design. High-tech Italian design that makes cooking a joy from DeLonghi. And create high-quality, easy-to-read labels in seconds with Croy's Little Labeler Plus. This handheld battery-powered labeler is the ultimate tool for organization from Croy. All compliments.